Hi everyone, welcome to our first YouTube video. I'm so excited to do this. This is something we've been looking to do for a really long time. We just want to entertain, we want to have fun, and we want to grow a bond between each other. So, I'm Brenda.
I'm Dennis.
And today we're going to be answering questions that people have asked us on Instagram. So, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and we're going to start right now. Okay, so before we start with our video, we want to introduce ourselves a little bit more so you guys can get to know us. For those that don't know us, hopefully someone that doesn't know us is watching. I'm Brenda. Like I said in the beginning, we're both from Miami. Now we're living in San Diego. Dennis is in the military, he's a Marine, and that's why we live out here. I'm 21.
I'm 20.
He's 20, and we're pretty young. We got married at 19. So
we started our journey like super
early.
Young.
Yeah. But I mean, we've grown a lot in the past year.
So
and I can't...
for any young couples out there that plan on getting married, you should like stay tuned for this journey.
Yeah, like stay tuned. We're gonna be talking about everything. Marriage is definitely something really hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We'll give you advices if there's any young people out there trying to get married or.
Yeah, especially in the military. I feel like the military world is completely different to the normal like civilian life, and we definitely want to like give you guys our advice. We want to just have fun in here and just create memories for ourselves and when we have a future family. So let's get to the point of the video, the questions. So I do have the questions on my phone. I asked some questions on my Instagram, and people like just, gave me some really good questions, and we're gonna be answering those questions right now. So, okay, so the first question is, how did you guys meet? You wanna start?
Right. So we met, it's like we met in high school, but we really didn't talk to each other in high school. We mostly talked because my sister, she was friends with her. So basically my sister set this relationship up. So I'm very thankful for her for that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I was friends with his sister way before I was friends with him. By the time that we actually met, like we had a class together, but we were both in different relationships. So we just became really good friends in a sense. Like we didn't really talk a lot, but in the class we were really good friends. And I just remember that he was so much fun. And then later on, life is crazy. So we ended up dating. And now we're married. So that's crazy. That's how we met in high school.
3 years later.
Yeah, no, like 4.
Almost 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So somebody else asked, what's one of your biggest struggles as a couple you've overcome?
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a big one. I feel like since we got married really young, we've overcome a lot of stuff. Yeah. And the main thing I say is like distance, like long distance.
Long distance and adulthood.
Adulthood,
It hit us hard.
So definitely long distance. When we first started dating, he had just gone to, like we were dating for a year, then he went to the Marines. And then we were in a year like away from each other, and we were still dating. So that was definitely like really hard. We needed to communicate a lot. Like we had to, trust each other a lot. So definitely that's something that was challenging, especially that we were really young. I was in Miami. I had all my friends going to parties and like having fun. And I didn't want to have fun and party because he was, in the military, like training and doing things. And I'm like, I shouldn't be doing that. And even though at the beginning we were not engaged, we got engaged like a year after. We knew what we wanted from the very beginning. So yeah, I mean, like we didn't think it was gonna be so soon. No. But we definitely knew what we wanted, and we respected each other too. So
yes, it is possible if you go through any type of training. Throughout maybe 3 to 6 months, you can still hold a relationship, especially in the Marine Corps, like us.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't talk to each other for 3 months.
Yeah.
It was just with letters and.
Yeah, that was the very beginning of boot camp.
So it's possible. So like for any guys out there that think they can't do it, you can
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
So,
If you're in a relationship in the military, it's worth it. You know, if there's you guys trust each other and you guys have a beautiful relationship, don't give that up because you feel like you can't do it. Like,
Yeah.
be strong, and it's gonna be worth it.
will.
So, okay. So the other question is, were you guys sure that you wanted to get married in the beginning, or was it something that happened over time? So we kind of like just
Yeah.
answer the question right now. We didn't really talk about it like
No.
a lot. Like, it kind of like grew into us, and then after a year dating in the military, we realized that we wanted to take things further. And Dennis, you know, he's Christian and his family is too. So just marrying was just the right thing to do too. So we just went for it, and now here we are, like
Yeah.
a year and a half later. So it's so cool. Okay, so who's the sweetest? I think Dennis is. I'm kind of like cranky a lot,
Yeah.
so Dennis
I'm
is
the
really
one
sweet.
with the patience.
Yeah,
in
he's definitely the one with the
relationship.
patience.
I usually don't get mad like at her unless it's something really stupid. Like one time, like we were actually we were still in high school, and I was in the passenger seat. First time that I don't drive. She like out of nowhere, I tell her to, hey, the car's right there. Like,
Stop. Yeah, you tell me to
and then
stop. You
I got
kind of
super.
screaming
That's
at me.
probably the only one time that I got mad at her because she hit a car. Like,
Yeah.
And her
So
dad was. I already knew what her
yeah,
dad
this
gonna
was
be.
definitely this was in high school. I'm a horrible driver, so be careful if you get in the car.
Just
with
pay
me.
attention, guys. But I really have my patience level.
Yeah, I remember he kind of like told me stop. Oh my god.
It's our dog Blue.
Yeah,
He's
that's
part
Blue.
of our
So he kind of told me like stop, like really loud, and I kind of got really scared because a month before that I actually hit another car and I crashed, and I was really really sad, and I was panicking, and he was really mad at me. But then we just got over it. Like after my dad stayed mad at me for a couple of days, but whatever.
This is Blue, big part of our family. Big part of family. Dogs. So if you guys really want to get a dog, like it's a big responsibility.
Yeah,
Especially
it's
training.
a child basically. So someone asked who's messier.
Who?
I
I think it's 50-50.
I think, okay, so
be
we
honest.
both have pretty busy lives. He's in the military and I own my business. So I'm always working from home, and I'm always in the computer for like hours, and sometimes I'm on the computer for more than 12 hours. So, you know, maybe I leave something and then I forget to pick it up, and then I end up organizing it at the end of the week. So the house can look messy sometimes. So really clean. But the messiness part, like I feel like we both are sometimes. I think you're a little bit more than me.
Yeah,
I'm like
a little
always-
bit, yeah. Because usually when I get home, like from work, like I'm just exhausted.
Yeah.
So the military is different for you guys who want to join. If you have any questions, just comment below, and I'll give you any details of the military,
Yeah.
especially the Marine Corps.
Yeah. So, how many years of marriage? So, technically, we've been married for a year and a half, right?
Year and 6 months, actually.
Yeah, a year and a half.
Mhm.
So, we got married July 6th, 2019.
Mhm.
2019. And we've been married ever since. It's been a tough journey. We've gone through a lot of ups and downs. He went on deployment, so that was tough. And I feel like it was one of the toughest times. We were separated for 4 months.
Yeah.
So, and it was during the pandemic. And
Yeah, when the pandemic hit, I was in United Arab Estates. So, fun fact, that country is where Dubai is at. So, just so you guys know, a lot of people don't know that. They think Dubai is a country.
Yeah. So, okay. So, someone asked, how did you meet? Like, we answered that question. We met in high school. Another person asked, how did he propose? It's actually a very funny story of how you proposed. So, okay, so he was definitely planning to propose to me for a while, like a really long time.
2-3 months, yeah.
Yeah, I was living in Miami. He was living here in San Diego, so we were separated for a long time. And I was coming to San Diego here and there, like, and one of the times that I came, he wanted to propose to me. He had the ring ready and everything, but the thing happened was that the ring wasn't actually ready because I have a really small
Unique
fingers. Yeah, I
finger.
have 3.5. Like, who has that? And they were able to, you know, pick the right size, and I was leaving to Miami, so he ended up proposing without the ring, and then my ring got delivered to my house after. So as that, he did propose to me and asked me to marry him. It's just that it wasn't, you know, with the ring, and we didn't really have pictures. I remember we took a picture of you holding my hand, but we didn't really have a ring. But he did ask me, and it was super special, and I wouldn't change any of it. Like, so I really liked it. Okay, so next question. What is his number one best trait? So I think he said it already. His patience. He even knows it himself.
Patience is key in a relationship, especially if we're young. We're really young. So in the future, you're gonna need patience for everything, for payments, for your life, for marriage, and for adulthood, and then also when you have kids in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Patience is key. I don't have a lot of patience. That's just like my biggest flaw, and I hate it. I'm working on it every single day, but it's just that I'm just so like into my things sometimes that I don't have a lot of patience. And Dennis is the king of patience, so I definitely want to learn that from him a little bit more. But hopefully, like, something I really like about what we're doing right now in this journey, like, is gonna help us get, you know, build a better relationship,
Bond,
you know, a better bond,
well. And then also inspire some.
Inspire young people.
That's the whole point of us doing this. It's just so we can change some people's life that are in the same situation as us.
Yeah, like young people that want to get married, or like that are they're just looking for something fun to watch. I feel like we have the funniest relationship, and hopefully in the future we get to do more videos and show you guys that side of us. So yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Who else asked, how's the military life, and does time away affect your relationship? So you want to talk about military life, and I'll talk
the military life. It's different. You gotta be passionate about whatever branch you want to go. A purpose. So like my purpose was I didn't want to go to college personally. I'm not a school guy. Like, I don't like school, but I think I'm very passionate about it. I love it. Everything's different about it. Like, from other branches, we have a different pride from like the other branches. So you just gotta be determined and don't lose like motivation when you get in, because it's something that you'll need throughout the whole career, or whatever, how much time you enlist. And it's hard. Yeah, there's long days or long hours. But it's just what you signed up for. But it has his big thing. The biggest thing I love about the Marine Corps, which a lot of branches they don't have, is the brotherhood. And like, I've made a lot of good friends in the military, in the Marine Corps, that I would probably never make out in the world or in high school. So but the relationship, like, away, so like, in total time I've been away from her, it's maybe a year and a half. That includes training, all trainings when I got here to San Diego, and deployment. So it's a big thing if you want to get into a relationship, and you have to be serious about it when you get in the military, because it's like a 50-60% chance of you being away from your other.
Yeah, your significant other. Yeah, I agree with what he's saying. Like, the military can affect your relationship a lot, especially because in the military, like, a lot of marriages don't have the trust that is needed to stay in and stay married. And patience, I don't have a lot of patience, but when it comes to like long distance, I can wait for him like as much as, you know, is needed. And I'm patient, and I take things, you know, I have everything in control back home. So it's definitely a lot of teamwork. When he's out, I'm here. Sometimes I go home, but I leave everything in our house, like, ready for when we come back. and I take care of the business, and I'm just working as well, like trying to stay focused and positive. But yeah, like it's not that bad for us. I think it's pretty good.
We got used to it. It's once you become like you get stationed with your wife somewhere, and you wherever you live, it just becomes like a routine. So you'll get used to it, but it's hard. It's really hard. Like the first few months and first year, I think it's the hardest for us. But that's how you start your adulthood. So
yeah, definitely.
That's the
To
biggest
grow up, you need to be uncomfortable, basically, and like growing. You know, if you live in your parents' house and you want to move out, like do whether it's the military or not, and you want to own your house, like it's gonna be very uncomfortable at the beginning, in the sense that you're gonna be doing things that you're not doing before, and living with another person is not the same thing as dating them. So, but yeah, you can make it work if you guys love each other. Like, and one thing about marriage is so cool, and I actually heard this from my pastor. He was saying, like, not every day you're gonna feel like being married, you know. Sometimes you're gonna want to have your space, and then other times you're gonna want to, like, just, you know, go away for a second, you know. But at the end of the day, like, yes, you're allowed to have your you time, you know, like my me time. I tell him all the time I want to have me time. And it's just because you get overwhelmed living with someone every single day. But at the end of the day, like, you know, we're together. We have goals for the future, and
very big goals.
Very big goals. And I feel like we make things work. Honestly, we get along really good. Sometimes we do fight. Like, who doesn't fight?
It's a big part of the relationship. Like a perfect relationship, I'm telling you guys, like
it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Like fighting will be part of the relationship. It's just human nature. So.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, we're not the same person, so there's things that we're not gonna agree with each other for.
Just don't let it get out of hand, but like just be, especially as you guys, like men and
be loving,
young men,
loving.
Just be patient, like that's how I.
Yeah, I feel like us girls are more like we want to have everything in control, and
from the little things, from just she takes a long time, for example, like in the mall in Zara, like something like that, like just waiting outside. It maybe more than 20 minutes, but that's how it starts. That's the little things, but it's just
not bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just that's how you have to be.
It's pretty cool. Okay, so how does he? Okay, next question. My bad. How do you deal with your work and his? And does he support you with everything? So I want to answer this question, and you can answer your version too. So basically, like, his job is very complicated. Like, being in a military relationship, like we said at the beginning, it's hard. But if you have your stuff together, you know, you know what you want, you have like your goals with your partner, and you know how to, like, you know, do your own thing too, then you'll be okay. You know, that's perfect. And he does support me in my business a lot. Like, he has a lot of patience. Sometimes I'm in the computer for hours and hours, and he's just, you know, playing video games or doing his own thing. It's hard because I honestly started this business like almost a year ago. Like, it's gonna be a year in March, and it's pretty new for us, but we know that it's gonna be worth it at the very end. I'm helping a lot of people in my business, and that's, you know, something I'm really passionate about. And I know that in the future we can have a very like nice life, and we can help out our family members, especially our parents.
Mostly retire them. So.
Yeah, mostly retire them. Our parents are immigrants. Both parents, like, from both sides, are Cuban. I'm Cuban myself too, and
like how you said, your parents are immigrant. My parents are. So
I'm Cuban. I was born in Cuba, so just. It's a way of us thanking them back for all the sacrifices they've made throughout the years, to give us the best life that they could. And we're just working really hard towards that right now. And Dennis does support me a lot in my business, and I'm really grateful for that. And we do have, you know, future goals together.
Yeah, big goals.
So yeah. So you want to answer that question now? How do you deal with your work and his? Well, in this case, your work and hers.
So how I support her is, so I just let her do her thing with her calls, and mostly her job is recruiting people and just making like relationships with them. That's how I've noticed and how she's explained to me. So what I do, I just support her with anything she tells me. If she's mad that day because she talked to someone wrong, or like someone said no, or something happened, I just support her with anything. It's just that's how part of business is. But I don't know what else I could say about it. I just every time I come home, it's just like I respect the time she's on the computer and like not bother her or anything. But I know it's gonna like pay off in the future because she's working hard, and all the girls that work with her work hard with her. So so basically with my job, like you know, I have recruited people into my company that are amazing, and I get to work with those people every single day, and we have a goal all together. We're changing lives, and that's the best part of it. But me and him have different time schedules when it comes to work. He goes to work early in the morning and comes back in the afternoon, and my job is mainly in the afternoon because we live in the West Coast.
Yeah, we live in the West Coast. My team is mainly in the East Coast, Miami time. So
that's a whole different video. We'll talk, and we're just starting. So
right now we're just answering the questions, so we can like get into it a little bit more later. So we have more questions. Can you describe success?
Honestly, like success is something that you want to start like and finish it, and if you finish it with your like what's it called? How do you say? With your with passion, and you do it the right way and not cheat your way out. I think that's how I think. Like anything could be like, oh, you succeeded going to work today. You didn't hit a car or nothing. So that's a way of succeeding. But I don't know how you want to explain it.
Yeah, success is like he said, like it has so many definitions. I think that success is just being alive and being able to provide for other people and help other people out. That's what I call success. And like just being in the right mindset, like all the time.
Being a great person.
Yeah, too. Being a good person is success. Like success is just so many things.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't necessarily have to be like you become rich.
Yeah, you don't have to be a millionaire to be successful. Like it literally was so many things.
Honestly, like the biggest thing to being successful is if you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. So like that's how I think of it. I don't know if everyone's gonna agree with us, but that's how I think of it and how my heart fulfills. So
definitely like acting more like Christ and living more like him is definitely like success. And this is a journey that we've like, you know, kind of like developed together too, because Adenis grew up as a Christian, so I didn't, and lately I've been, you know, growing my relationship with God, and it has helped me out a lot, and it has taught me a lot of values. So that's something we also want to get more into later on. But I have a couple more questions, but I don't want to answer all of them. They're a lot, and I don't want to make this video too long. So let me see.
We don't want to bore you guys because we're just talking about, but we're gonna make a lot of videos. That's
okay. So this one, I think we should answer this one. What's the hardest part of living by yourself?
Ooh, that's a big one. Bills are the biggest one, because you got to remember, it's a big part of living by ourselves, and it's just that you gotta create like a budget and what's it called? So a budget and know how to spend your money right.
So living by yourself, it's hard, and it has its like pros and cons, you know. Like it's amazing because you have your privacy, and like you don't need to be under your parents like schedule, like not schedule, but like curfews and stuff like that. My parents, at least when I was younger, my parents were not super strict, but I did respect them a lot, so I didn't want to come home late because I know they were worried a lot of times. So definitely like living by yourself, you have to be very responsible.
That's a big
responsibility is just like key.
Yeah, it is.
So I mean,
but it has its pros and cons, like she said. But it's just the big one is being responsible. and just taking care of your home because it's your first.
Yeah.
Well, for us, it's our first one. So
Yeah, and like, you know, you're like I told them the other day, like your home is like your temple, you know, you're here and you have to, it's your safe place. So taking care of your home is very important. And it's kind of tough sometimes when you have a busy life, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's pretty much it for the, this video. I'm kind of glad that we were able to do this video and we didn't have to like cut the video off because we said something wrong. And it was pretty genuine, you know?
yeah.
So yeah, so thank you for watching. Hopefully we do more videos in the future.
I've always liked to say this ever, like since I want to become a YouTuber in the future. Hopefully this is a big step, but I always like to say this: like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe. It would literally mean so much to us. We know that we're pretty new at this. We're not by no
It's not
means
perfect.
famous, but we're just trying to have fun and inspire other people and like just go after your dreams and
Just never
stay
give up.
focused, be happy, and God bless you all.